The earliest people to document unusual dazzling lights in American skies were the Puritans. John Winthrop began keeping a diary on March 1, 1639, in which he chronicled the struggles and victories of his fellow Puritans as they established new lives in America. The Massachusetts Bay Colony's governor started writing as he recalled a strange event that had lately raised a commotion among the English newcomers. A sober, discreet man named James Everell and 2 other people were paddling a boat in the muddy river, which flowed through swampland and empties into a tidal basin in the Charles River, earlier in the year when they noticed a large light in the night sky, according to Winthrop. The governor wrote, "When it raced, it was constricted into the figure of a swine. When it stood still, it flamed up and was about 3 yards square." The boatmen claimed that during the course of 2 to 3 hours, the enigmatic light darted back and forth between them and the village of Charlestown, a distance of about 2 miles, as quickly as an arrow. Diverse other credible persons saw the same light, after, about the same place, Winthrop remarked. The 3 Puritans in the boat were shocked to discover themselves 1 mile upstream when the bizarre apparition eventually vanished, as if the light had carried them there, according to the governor. The men had no recollection of rowing against the tide. They might have been ignorant of some of their experience. If this occurred now, some researchers would take it as a potential alien abduction. Some have hypothesized that the strange glow may have been an overnight light that can be seen over marshland caused by the gasification of organic debris that has degraded. However, if Winthrop's claim were accurate, the light was not coming directly from the swamp but was instead blazing across the sky, rendering that theory implausible. Around midnight, 2 lights that appeared out of the sea near the north point of the town cove and took the shape of a man were seen by 3 men traveling to Boston by boat. The lights moved quickly toward the town and then to the south point, where they vanished. An odd sight returned to the skies of Boston 5 years later, according to another entry in Winthrop's diary dated January 18, 1644. About the same time, a voice was heard upon the water between Boston and Dorchester, calling out in a most dreadful manner, "Boy! Boy! Come away! Come away!" And it suddenly shifted from one place to another a great distance. About 14 days after, the same voice in the same dreadful manner was heard by others on the other side of the town towards Noddle's Island. The governor noted that the bizarre spectacle was seen near the location where a vessel captained by John Chadlock had exploded months earlier, after a sailor accidentally ignited gunpowder aboard the ship. The captain was not aboard at the time, but the blast killed 5 crew members. Winthrop noted that rescuers had recovered the bodies of all the victims except for the man believed responsible for the calamity, a sailor who professed the ability to communicate with the dead and who was suspected of murdering his master in Virginia. The hand of the devil was thought to have taken possession of the body, and it was the haunting voice of the sailor's ghost that was said to have accompanied the strange vision of the old UFO that mystified Boston.